gonna wear my earrings today because I haven't worn them in a really long time, and I'm worried that my piercing's gonna close. Alright, so it is a little bit later in the morning. Like I mentioned last night, that I'm gonna be sleeping in. I'm not gonna go running. I'm gonna kind of rest for a few days because of how I've been feeling, and I do feel a bit better today. So we'll see how I feel throughout the day. Still have to edit yesterday's video. I didn't edit that last night. It was kind of more relaxing. And then I wouldn't say today's the busiest day. Like, there's not so much to do that I can think of right now, but I do want to work on that, like, planning and business planning development of my new idea that I keep talking about. I'm sorry that I just have to refer to it as the new idea, but I'm working on that, and hopefully we can start taking some action, and then we'll see how much I can share here, and we'll go from there. But for now, really just have to edit and then figure out anything else I have to do. I'm sure there's always stuff to do. There's always something I have to do, so I'll just figure that out, and then we'll go from there. But as for today, just looking forward to it. Not much to say, really. It's time to get started. As you guys can see, that's some graduation stuff. Me and Chris had to go pick that up. So it is a little bit later in the day. Yesterday's video is edited and uploaded, and now I'm really just focused for the rest of the day on developing a business plan or some sort of vision for the new idea that I've been talking about, and hopefully I can get something like written and actually tangible for this thing that's in my mind. So that's what I'm working on today. Sorry that I can't get too much into details. Hopefully I will be able to sometime in the future. Now with that, just gotta get started. Yep, it's about it's closer to 4 p.m. and haven't gotten the most done today. Like I said, today's not as busy as the past few days have been. I'm slowly trying to figure out, after I, bulk edit content early in the week, what kind of stuff can I be doing later in the week. It's all about developing that workflow that I keep talking about. And today is just trying to figure things out. Yeah, that's the best way I can describe it. And I'm just gonna get started now. Okay, just really quickly wanted to say that I have not started working yet. It's about an hour later from when you last saw me. I had to help Chris with something, and I got really sweaty, so I just changed into this because I don't like working in sweaty clothes. Now I'm gonna get to work. Alright guys, let's do strictly business. Business. I want to talk a little bit about business.
It's not personal, Sonny. It's strictly business.
I got a stress ball now. Okay, so today for strictly business, I'm going to change it up last few videos have just been about content and Instagram and all that. And I know I've touched on this topic before in the past, but I want to go a little bit deeper into my reason for this idea that I have and what it is I'm trying to do, and what part this plays in my entire journey, what part it plays in the pursuit, and everything I'm trying to do. So this first business idea, this idea that I'm working on today, that I've been thinking about, that I've been talking about, is step one in a long process. And I know I've touched on this and I've talked about it, but to be more specific, it's really because I have big visions and big goals that require big investment and big risk. Like, big companies that I have in mind are just gonna be like big. I don't know a better word to use. They're gonna be high risk and hopefully high reward companies to start. I would have to take on investment probably, and just things that are gonna not be very profitable at the start. And being, the age I am and the money that I have, I'm not in a position to really be doing those things yet, or at least in a position where I would be comfortable doing those things. So what this first business idea will serve as is something that can be started off very small and still has potential to get big, but can be started off small with little investment, but still have the potential to be a reliable, consistent income. And that will allow me to have some sort of base and some sort of security when I go into these bigger visions that I have. Now, this first, part one, could last for years. I mean, I don't know how long it's going to take to get this thing off the ground and really get it to the point where I envision, but I need this first step to not only really fine-tune my abilities as a marketer and an entrepreneur and a business operator, but also for income and for money. So I think on a smaller scale, this is really what I need. Something small, something easier to do, yet something still very challenging that will allow me to grow. That's what this first idea, this first business will serve as. It's going to be the launching pad for future aspirations. And I'm very excited for that. That's all I can say for now. I will hopefully get into more detail sometime in the future. But for now, that's all I'm going to say. And that's today's Strictly Business. Okay, so I would not describe today so far as being the most productive. A lot of thought. And I have days like this when you guys watch me and I'm just walking around here, really, in these time lapses that I show, is because I have periods and days in the week where I just think a lot. And I'm not editing or doing any tangible work, but I assure you there's a lot going on up here. And I have nothing really to show for it, but I'm confident that I'm getting closer to where I want to be. So, especially with a new idea, there's a lot of thinking that goes on because there's a lot of what ifs and maybes. So, I really have nothing to show for today. I don't really have anything written down besides notes on the whiteboard. But even with that, those are all just possibilities. So hopefully soon I can get an actual tangible business plan written out, and then we'll go from there. But for now, a lot of thinking and a lot of brainstorming. Yeah. But I think it's a good thinking, good brainstorming today. And I'm going to continue to do that for the rest of the day. Like I said, not the busiest day externally with things to do, but internally, my mind is very busy. And I'm going to continue to be busy for the rest of the day. All right. Alright guys, I just want to quickly wrap up this episode. I wouldn't say today was the most productive day, but progress was made. I would say progress was made, and even little steps are still a good thing because it's steps in the right direction. It wasn't the most productive, partly because we had to go get our stuff for school, partly because I was getting distracted by playing that game on the Wii that's so addicting, and partly because, like I mentioned earlier, it was just a lot of brainstorming, so nothing tangible was actually taking place. But I'm still pleased with the day. You know, I always feel like there can be more taken care of. There's things that can get done that maybe I neglected to do, but I'm slowly trying to balance, rest and work throughout my days. And, that's going to come at the expense of some productivity. But I'm trying to find that balance. It's still something I'm working on. As for today and looking forward to tomorrow, I'm going to have to carry on with the business planning for the new idea. I hate referring to it as the new idea, but really that's just the best way I can describe it. The business planning for that. And also I want to start getting into TikTok and diving into what kind of content I want to post there and my process and my workflow. But for now, that's the end of today. Today's goal of the day. Did I ever say what today's goal of the day was? I don't know what today's goal of the day is. Today's goal of the day. Since I don't know if I set a goal of the day, and I can't remember it, and whatever it is, I probably didn't get it done. I'll say I did not complete today's goal of the day. Because I can't even remember what it was. And yeah, whatever it is, if I realize I did do it, I'll fix that in the edit. But I'm pretty sure I did not even mention it. I can't remember. But anyway, that's going to be the end of this episode. I don't know what today's goal of the day was. Tomorrow, I'm going to really try and zone in and be more productive. Tomorrow's Friday. I enjoy Fridays. Yeah. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you for continuing to watch. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.